All right, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing out there today on this good fine evening? Want to thank everybody for tuning in. You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts, along with Raw the Man Media and Coach Dre. Yeah, we got an exciting broadcast for you tonight. Only thing we ask that you do is just sit back and relax and hit that like button while you're coming in and share the videos with your friend. And don't forget to subscribe to both channels. That's Raw the Man Media and Sports Talk with BWatts. Hey, we're going to talk about Colorado football team against Texas Tech on Saturday, yesterday. I'm going to bring the guys up and let them give you their thoughts about the game and some things that they like that went on. But one thing I can say, that defense is for real. It's for real, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Coach Prime has put together a good team this year. Now, I know the game wasn't perfect. Those guys weren't perfect, but they still came out with a win in a hostile environment. And I'm proud of them for doing that. You're not going to play no perfect game at no time. We got to remember, at least I do too. I'm in this when I say we, I'm including me in this too. They young men. They going up against somebody else who's trying to win. Everything ain't going to go perfect. And that's why you have coaches on the sideline. That's why you got a head coach. That's why you got the assistant coaches to make adjustment for those young men. And Coach Prime got one of the best. So I'm gonna bring the guys up and we finna get into the show. All right. You watch the Sports Talk with BWatts and Coach Dre along with Raw the Man Media. All right. All right. Be back in 30 seconds. You watch Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watts.
We should.
What's going on, Coach Dre?
What's going on, Papa? What's going on?
Hey, man, it's a good day. It's a good day to be alive, my brother. It's just a good day to be alive and also to be able to come on here and talk to you guys. I had Stephen Woodland to come on, but he called about an hour ago, say he's running behind or he might not make because he's out with his family. But anyway.
Yeah, I know Rob going to be a little late. He should be here in about 5 minutes, but I got you.
Ain't no problem. We got it. We know what to do. But when we look at the game on yesterday, Coach Prime and Colorado went up against Texas Tech down there in a hostile environment. And to me, personally, that defense came to play, bro. They came to play. So when you look at the game and just give us some feedback of what you saw and your analysts on the game from Saturday.
What it showed was that you showed that we had a little rush from being off from a week. We started slow. We hadn't started that slow in a minute. But what it showed is that these kids have perseverance. That they battle tested. That defense is for real. Robert Livingston needs to be defensive coordinator of the year. The way that man made adjustments. I know everybody wants to play that man-to-man, but knowing that we had to go to zone, letting them defensive ends and that defensive line hunt. BJ Green is showing why he came to Colorado because he wants us to be a pro. Wade is playing out of his mind. Alden Walker He's playing out of his mind. And then and the guy I've been telling people about, McNeil came to play. McNeil came to play. But it all starts with the block bully. Him taking on two guys, him being an anchor down there in the middle. The defense just came to play. And then the offense, after a while, that Sherman, the offense gonna get the cooking when you got Travis Hunter and you got Shador Sanders, you got those other LaJohntay Western and Will Shepard. Jimmy got hurt, so and I think they were saying that was kind of the reason why they started kind of slow, because I think they, like you had been saying, I think they were going to try to get Jimmy going early. So they had to, he kind of probably had to adjust what he was doing a little bit. So it took a little adjustment. But I wasn't ashamed of nothing that I saw Saturday. And again, you remember I told y'all 3 weeks ago, hey, y'all don't worry about what nobody else got going on. We just do what we supposed to do, and everything will work itself out. And as you see, everything is working itself out. And now we the only people can stop us. We the only people that can stop us. And that's a great feeling to know that you're in control of your own destiny. So we gotta take it 1 week at a time, like I always tell you. You want to wake up Sunday morning always 1-0. Now we can wake up the next 3 Sunday mornings 1-0. We'll be going to Dallas, Texas to play for the Big 12 championship. And that's a good feeling to have. When nobody thought that Colorado would be here.
You're right about that, Coach. That's a real good feeling, man, to be sitting here 7-2 after you coming off 4-8 on last year. And Coach Prime went in there in that transfer portal again and bought some real dollars in there. He told us during the offseason, hey, I see what y'all see. I got to build my trenches up. Man, speak of McNeil, the way that dude was getting back there, that show you the type of player that he is. He wasn't beard because Barnes was starting some games, or the other guys was starting some game. Whatever they asked him to do, he did it. And then when they showed him he could do it, they let him play a little longer. He started producing. So when you look at that defensive line, McNeil, Barnes, and the rest of the game, block bully, what do you think about their play so far this year for Coach Prime?
First and foremost, I'm going to give a lot of credit to Coach D. Lewis, Coach Sapp, and Coach Dancy. The way they've coached these guys up, you see on the well-off videos, they don't cut no corners. They don't tell them no lies. They right there is hard nosed. Hey, this is what we got to do to win. You got to earn the right to hunt. You got to earn the right to hunt. If you can stop the run, then you can earn the right to hunt. But I'm so proud of those guys up front, especially McNeil. Like you say, he never got upset. You keep bringing guys in that's supposed to be the guys that's supposed to be in front of you. And all I did was put my head down and keep working. And that's what you're seeing with a lot of guys on this team. It's a lot of guys playing that you guys thought that wasn't going to play. But if you go back and watch Coach Dre on RDMM Media, these guys that you see playing are the guys I told you that were going to play. When we was in the spring, I told y'all that Wade played at Kentucky in the SEC. I knew that kid could play football. He was hurt. Now that he's healthy, and you got to remember, he's been hurt and ain't even been able to go through a off season of the strength and conditioning. So imagine what that kid can do if he puts on some more strength. Look at what he's doing now. But what those guys are doing is unbelievable. Coach Prime, I told y'all, I didn't tell y'all no. I tell you no lies. I saw this. I've already saw this book before. He's done it everywhere he's gone. You just got to give him time to do what he needs to do. He know he can always get the skill position. But let me be able to go build up my trenches. And then let me go get some coaches that can coach it up the way I want it to be coached up. And oh my, look at what I can do. And so now and like I say, it's just scary for everybody in college football right now. You 7-2, you know who else 7-2? The Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Alabama Crimson Tide. Yeah, so when y'all go to talking about 7-2 teams, make sure you bring up the best team in college football right now, and that's the Colorado Buffaloes.
That's a good point, man. I like that when you brought up the other coaches like Sapp, Dancy, and D. Lewis. Man, I'm telling you, when I was watching the game right on TV, I was looking at it, but when the game went off, matter of fact, today I watched Well Off, and I watched the entire video of Well Off, and I saw this part right here, dog. I'm glad you brought that up. Coach Livingston was trying to tell his team and prepare his team to what formation you want to run. Well, once he got through with that, he was in the middle of them now. They were circling around him. This video tell you how much these guys, the players, respect D. Lewis and Warren Sapp. Watch it go.
We standing on motherfucking business. We standing on business. Let's go. D on me. D on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Coach Dre, this was in the middle of a game, my brother. He told them guys, stand on business. Let's go.
I mean, what it boils down to is this generation of kids, that's what you got to do. You got to have that energy. You got to bring that juice. And then you got to love on them kids and let them kids be who they are. And that's what you see Coach Lewis and Coach Livingston doing. But Coach Livingston is a prime example of a guy. I don't want to hear no other coaches talking about, I got to have my guys with me, this, that, and the other. No, you got to adapt to what's there because that's what he did. First time defensive coordinator, nobody that he knew, nobody he had a personal relationship with. He just came in, rolled up his sleeves, and got in the trenches with these guys that Coach Prime had already hired, and they went out and they're out there getting it done. And when you can tell young men that, and I'm not just tell young men that, but show them that, that's what you get. And now you letting them kids out there, they having fun, they stand on business. But again, I'm gonna tell you why you can stand on business, because they got a purpose. They got a purpose, BWatts. Their purpose is, I want to make sure that all this negativity, all this talking about my coaches, saying my coaches can't coach, for those guys that's trying to make it to the NFL, make it better for their families and everybody else, they have a purpose. And because I can stand on purpose, then I can stand on business. And they went out there and did that Saturday. And you got to be excited for these young men. The way they played, leading the Big 12 in sacks, and being 6th in the country in sacks, that's amazing from where you come from last year. And like I said, that's no disrespect to anybody that was there last year. It's just a different atmosphere. It's a different feel. And I wouldn't want to play the Colorado Buffaloes right now. They're finding themselves. I think we know what we are as a football team. And like Coach Prime said, this is week 11. If you don't know what you're getting from your guys, then that's on you. That's on you. So I think he pretty much knows what he's gonna get week in and week out from his guys. He know what kind of football team we are, and you just gotta be excited for what these guys got.
Now, Coach Ray, when I was watching the game, they were throwing those tortillas out there, bro. I've never seen that before, man. I understand you can do it when you first get out there. They do it to you. You have your cleanup crew to clean it up, bro. They was doing it the whole game. And the referees, listen to this video, man. Coach Prime had to get on the referees about it, bro. I'm sure you don't seen it, but I think I got that. Let me see. We
good. I'm telling you, we good. We built for this.
Let's go, man. That's football. That's football. Hey, get the heck out of here. Play smart.
We ready to play smart.
Let's play smart. Let's play smart.
Coach Ray, they had Coach Prime hot, boy. They were hot. This referee gonna say your players are blowing kisses in the stand. That's why they throwing bottles of beer and bottles of water. I said, what?
That's listen, but this started before the game. When the dude go out there and ask Shador to take off whatever shirt he got on and put on his, you get what I'm saying? I told y'all, this ain't what college football wants. This ain't just the Big 12. This ain't what college football wants. And he's finna change the way college football is, and this ain't what everybody wants. So you try every tactic you can to make football stay the same, but Prime gonna do it his way. And he gonna stand up for his kids because that's what real men do. My kids ain't doing nothing wrong. We done came into this hostile environment. Y'all see they throwing tortillas and all this on the football field. I got kids slipping on tortillas and all kind of other stuff. And now it's just getting disrespectful. Now you throwing beer cans and you throwing whatever you think you can throw and get away with it. You know, I have much respect for Coach, for the Texas Tech coach, for coming out and saying, hey, that's not class. Y'all, you get what I'm saying, for his kids to stop doing that. But at the end of the day, this goes out to everybody. This is what people don't want. Colorado Muhammad Ali. I told you that nobody wants Ali to win. Right. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a change, and I'm going to speak up, and I'm going to be vocal, and I'm going to tell you what's right from wrong, and I'm going to tell you what's real and what's fake, whether you want to hear it or not. And so now people got to deal with it. And this is scary for everybody, because now every school got to worry about they recruits and everything else, because Colorado winning. And my boy Duke told you they got the paper. I told y'all that. He told y'all that. But I've been, like I told you, man, this ain't nothing new to me. I knew this. I knew this way back when. I just, like I say, people, when you're a nobody, people don't listen. Then when you start seeing stuff come to fruition, now everybody got so much to say. No, I don't subscribe to that. I've been the same Coach Dre from the beginning. And I already told y'all, this man is led by something way more powerful than just football. And when you led by something way more powerful than football, and when you living in what you called to do, so you got to listen to Coach Prime when he talk. He said he thought he was going to be called to the pulpit. He knew he had a ministry. He knew he had something to do. He thought it was going to be in the pulpit. But he realized that wasn't what God wanted him to do. He wanted him to go out here and help these young men. And you see that. And because what he's doing with these young men, see, when you're doing what you're supposed to do, everything else just falls into place. I tell people all the time, I don't coach football for wins and losses. Wins and losses come because of what I'm doing. I coach football because I got to change young men's lives and get them to where they're going. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, this just the beginning. You remember the church song? You say this is just a rehearsal when I get to heaven.
Yeah,
we gonna really sing. So this just a rehearsal. This is just a rehearsal.
I do it. Yeah, just a rehearsal.
So go ahead.
Okay, now check this out. I think you hit on it. You hit on it when you gave your opening statement. The game started off. What's up, Rob? The game started off slow. They got off to a slow start, Colorado, right? Coach Prime saw what they were doing to his defense, along with Robert Livingston. Coach Prime said, "Oh no, we ain't finna go. Coach Prime said, "We ain't finna go and wait till no halftime to make no adjustment. They killing us on this man-to-man. And the reason why they killing us, they send these picks, and the referees ain't calling. So Coach Prime said, I saw it when he went over there. Said, he told them to do something like this. And when they went back out there, they was in that cover two zone. So when you see that on the sideline compared to last year, Coach Prime is really, I'm not saying he wasn't really coaching last year, but man, he putting his foot down this year. Go ahead, Coach Ray, then Rob.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think that's the stupidest thing ever. I mean, I went and looked it up. We can't do it in high school. If you pick somebody like they was picking, they throwing a flag. I've never seen that before in football. I'm just telling y'all the God heaven truth. I've never seen where a guy can just come out and straight block you. And so, but like you say, for him to go out and say, hey, we got to fix this right now. We can't wait till halftime, and then for them to adjust to it immediately and say, hey, okay, this is what we're doing. And once they did that, Texas Tech was in trouble, because I think they were so thought that Coach Prime they was gonna be so stubborn to be like, hey, I want to play this man-to-man so bad. But that again, you hit it on the head. That's a sign of a good coach. Prime, again, that's why I tell people they didn't listen to Prime. After the season, Prime said, I'm going to be a lot more hands-on than I was last year. And he tells you all the time, I don't know everything in coaching. I call other people and ask them about certain things. So the man is not sitting here telling you that he can walk on water when it comes to coaching. That ain't what he's telling you. Okay? He's telling you that he's learning as he goes, and he's figuring this thing out. But what he also knows is, just like he was in football, once I find it out, I master it. And when I master it, right, I become the best at it. And so that's all we see. But yes, that was great coaching by him. To say, hey, we got to fix, we can't play this no more because the referees ain't calling this, and we can't continue to put our kids, because you make kids look bad when it's really not their fault.
Right.
You make kids look bad when it's really not their fault.
He pressing hard. He keep getting beat. No, he didn't get beat. He got picked.
Right. And so, and then because you can kill the kids, you can kill their spirits by them out there getting killed, and it look like they're getting killed, and they really not getting killed. So that was a great coaching move by Coach Prime. That's all you can say about that. Go ahead, bro.
What you think about the game yesterday?
I mean, overall, when you look at the game, it's just building up from adversity, right? You got hit, you came in, they punched you in the mouth out the gate. We made some mistakes to put us in them situations, but what you didn't see is us arguing and getting out of character because we faced a deficit. And with all the shenanigans that Texas Tech tried, with all the throwing objects and stuff like that on the sideline, we still played for each other. We still came and we played, and you've seen the unity building as momentum started to build with this team. And all I kept saying is all we got to do is score. Once we score, we're going to settle down. We just got to get the ball and go score. And it took us, after that first quarter. But once after that first quarter happened, we was fine. So when I look at this game, I mean, we made some mistakes, right? And some mistakes that we got to clean up that can kill us, in playoff games or in championship games. But we got to stay locked in and stay focused for the tasks ahead.
So when you look at the change, once again, Coach Prime went with the center position, Cash Cleveland. Cash Cleveland came in as a walk-on and settled everybody down and went out there and balled out. So what do y'all think about Cash Cleveland's performance on yesterday?
Go back months ago when Jordan Seaton signed, and then they run Cash Cleveland in, and they just bringing him in to pacify Jordan Seaton, and he really can't play, and I don't know what. I told y'all, if you look at Jordan Seaton's film, Cash Cleveland pops off the screen. He built for this. And again, the kid is living in his purpose. He knows it. He didn't ask anybody for no handouts. He didn't just come in here and say, hey, I'm just happy to be here. He said, I'm going to come in here and work and earn me a spot. And he's a lovable kid. Everybody loves Cash. I don't think there's nobody you're going to find have a bad thing to say about him, but he's a great kid. He comes from great pedigree. He's already been taught the right way to play the game of football and how to, and you see the difference. And all he did was wait his turn. And I told y'all, BWatts, remember I told y'all, hey, nobody can get mad that Cash Cleveland is the starter now, right? Because Hank Solicitor gave you 3 weeks. We gave you 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, you went out there and did the same thing. So in Coach Prime eyes and any coach eyes, the consistency, you consistently show me what you are. So I'm going to consistently come on over here. And Cash went out there and did what he was supposed to do. And you got to be happy for that kid. That's a walk-on, true freshman. Most walk-ons don't even travel. Most walk-ons don't even travel. And and again, it goes back to what I told you. This is scary for other college coaches because Prime is showing you I'll take true freshmen and play them. I'll take walk-on freshmen and I'll play them. And I'll go get them out the portal and I'll play them. So if you want to play, you come on to Colorado. I found if you want to, but Duke said something. If y'all go check out Duke on his new platforms on Well Off and the pregame show, he told y'all Coach Prime don't want no soft 5-stars and 4-star pretty boys. He want guys that want to come in here and work. That's why Draylon Miller's playing. That's why Jordan Seaton is playing, because them guys. That's why Michael Welch was playing. Because them guys weren't just sitting there lying on their moors and, I'm a 5-star and I want y'all to kiss my rookie dunk. No, I'm finna come in here. I'm finna work hard. I'm finna earn these guys in this locker room respect. I'm finna earn these coaches respect. And I'm gonna earn these fans respect by my work ethic and the way I work. And at the end of the day, I'm so proud of Cash Cleveland. But again, hey, Y'all remember all y'all folks in the back who told me and Rob we didn't know what we was talking about. Cash Cleveland ain't gonna never play a snap at Colorado. He done played a whole bunch of snaps, ain't he? Just people in the back that said we was just talking. Go ahead, Rob.
Man, first off, hats off and round of applause, Coach Phil Lowehouse. Let's go ahead and give him a pay raise extension. Because when you look at what's really going on and what's really happening, Phil Lowehouse told Hank, you had one more time that last game. And you thought he was playing. So you came into this game and thought you was going to get away with it. And that one snap that he told you had one more time to mess up, okay, cool. You messed up, that's for you. You got one more time to mess up. And, so Coach Phil Lowehouse, he did what he said he was going to do. He stood on business because he had a business plan, and he stood on it. He said, hey, listen, I'm giving you one chance to make a mistake. The next time you make this mistake, you gonna come over here, you're going to sit with me, and you're going to watch the game from the sideline. Because I know this guy already. I know he putting the time in. I know he putting this in. But what happens when you got depth and you got pieces and you recruit, these are the things that you can hold kids accountable to. That you can't just live off of what your name is and what you done in the past, but what you're doing right now. And Cass is just showing you, man, I'm coming in here to work. I ain't coming in here to be this pretty boy. I'm coming in here to work. I know I can play here. I've already shown it at IMG. But now I'm getting showed at this level. And for all the people that didn't want to give me a ranking and that want to rank me, that's cool. I'm gonna come get it out the mud. And he been in this, right? The book's already run on Cash. That's what people don't understand. The book's already been wrote. He's just showing you the chapters that y'all going through right now in the story. But it's already been written. And that's why I say you got to get your hands off the Phil Lowehouse for standing on business and staying true to his word, because he told him. He flat told him. I was right there on the sideline when he told him, hey, you got one more time to mess up. And that's before the bye.
Yeah, and that's another thing for you people in the back who told us Phil Lowehouse couldn't coach. He was just an assistant at Oklahoma. What Prime went and got him for? He need to go get a real O-line coach. Hey, okay. Okay. We just talking. Go ahead.
But listen, we got the receipts. We ain't dropped them yet. I've been waiting. We got them though. But back to Cash, man. Everything that he's done, he's put the work in. He's studied, and he's been just waiting on his moment, just salivating at the mouth, just salivating. And now that he's getting his opportunity, you gotta come get your opportunity back. And I don't think Cash Cleveland finna let you come get it. So, hey, you want it, you gotta come get it. And he's showing you that, hey, he's stepping up. And for this team, and now let's just get into this. This team ain't even hit its peak yet during this season. We still ain't put that complete game where we starting to hit our peak and we finna get unstoppable. So we still got more work to do. And when we hit our peak, it's gonna be a real problem to have it at the University of Colorado.
Hey, that's true. That's true, man. That's true. Look at him. Let's do something. All right, let's talk about this right here. Y'all been right on point tonight. Y'all juiced up tonight, man. I like that. All right. Let's start red. We'll start right here. Let's talk about our quarterback. Should do a thing. The way he performed on yesterday. Go ahead and start out this time, Rob.
Listen, to us, that was a sub-average game what Shedeur Sanders did. For the world, he looked amazing. We got some things to clean up. But when it came time to make the throws and do everything that we need to do and be on point, Shedeur Sanders was on point. But I'm going to say this again. We ain't hit our peak yet. And we about to hit our peak. And it's really feeling it's going to go to another level. Because just imagine what our defensive line did yesterday, when Shedeur matches what our defensive line did, it's going to be a problem. Because we didn't take advantage of the turnovers that we got. And that's why I said Shedeur Sanders was average. I wouldn't even put him above average. Because when he's locked in, we go down, we score 7, we put our foot on their necks, we win by 28 points yesterday. Easy. But what Shedeur Sanders is doing for this season, he's in a Heisman contention. He's still gonna have some more room to grow this year. And we still finna put more teams on notice because we got the receipts and we coming and we got some more things to say. All right? Well, go ahead, Coach Dre.
Coach Dre, he's still with 30 for 43 for 291 yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
And like Rob said, that's average for Shedeur Sanders for us. You know, we looking for 350, 400, but I'll take that all day, every day from Shedeur Sanders. Yeah. Like I say, we came out a little rusty. We came out, and again, from what I was told, or what I was thinking, that they were saying that the plan was to try to get Jimmy kind of going early. So when Jimmy got hurt, you had to go down you probably had to go down your play card a little bit more to set some other stuff up. But he keeps his composure. He's never rattled. What you got to say is he been playing with one center all year, and then you go to Cash Cleveland. But you see Coach Prime say Cash had been getting 1 reps. So I guess he had got comfortable with him. But Shedeur really, when he finds him a center, 9 times out of 10 he rocks with him. And for you to go in and change center and not miss a beat, he was only sacked, I think, twice, and one of those sacks probably was on him holding the ball. I don't think it was on the offensive line as much. But there's no question who's the best quarterback in college football. We can go and end that debate. And that's no knock on Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward's a hell of a ball player. I think he's a first-round draft pick. But when it comes to quarterback and the best quarterback in college football, I mean, the disrespect that y'all showed my boy talking about Carson Beck, y'all see how, well, I know them people in Georgia about ready to run him out of town. So you just gotta respect what he's doing. What I'm telling you is what makes it better is because he has this weight on his shoulders and he carries it with so much dignity, and nobody gives this kid any credit for the stuff that he does. But he goes in and out. He never threw anybody under the bus last year when he had ample opportunities to probably throw offensive linemen under the bus. He never did that. He took his beatings. He took his whelps. He came along. And now, like I said, we got the best quarterback in college football, and that's hands down.
And the crazy thing about it was we didn't even play fully healthy, full strength yesterday. That's the scary part about it.
Yeah, you're right about that. Y'all sure right about that. All right. Talk to him about the offensive line. Big Jordan C anchoring that offensive line on yesterday. Start me off, Coach Dre. I'm telling you. Boy, hey, he might be a freshman, but he don't grew up from that.
Hey, you got to move him up on that list. Hey, BWatts, he heard it now. I'm trying to tell you, he heard you. When you put him at number 5, he heard it. He's coming out the soldier now.
He's still at number 5.
At the end of the day,
he's working his way up.
At the end of the day, those guys played amazing. They get an A from me. I was so happy for all of them. I saw growth, and we didn't miss a beat when we went from Hank to Cash Cleveland. The rotation that we've been having, all those guys played. You see Justin was in there. You see Benson was in there. You see the other 2 guys that's been starting. You saw Brown. So we got a good rotation of offensive linemen. I'm so proud of those guys. I'm so proud for Coach Lohos. The running game wasn't as good, as smooth as we wanted it to be yesterday. And I'll take that because we still stuck to it. We didn't just get away from it. We still had little runs. But I'm proud of those guys. Those guys get an A from me. We was moving the pile. We were being physical. I seen pancakes going on. Jordan Season's the best offensive left tackle in the country. He's an All-American. There's no doubt about it. You show me a better left tackle than Jordan Season. On what you call it, he said he's a certified first rounder when he gets ready to come out. He's gonna demand the big money when he comes out. But the kid, he doesn't talk much. He just shows up and go to work, and that's what he did when he got to Colorado. This time last year, this kid was in high school playing in high school football games. This time last year, and now he's helping lead a team to 7-2. That shows you coaching. That shows you the character of a young man. So I'm so happy for them. And then, as I always told you, on the solid rock I stand. I love what Rock is doing. Like I say, he's the glue. And I think he's passing that torch to Cash Cleveland. When Rock gets out of there, Cash Cleveland will be the glue to this offensive line. He will be the guy that holds these guys together. And I think we got some other guys. And it's easy to get guys to come in here as is freshmen showing. I got 2 freshmen starting on the offensive line on the 7-2 football team. Who else can say that?
All right, listen. I'm giving the offensive line an A, but if they ever decide to start to pull Jordan Seaton and pull Rock around in this running game, it's gonna be a problem. I promise you. Because the thing that we got athletic tackles that we don't even get them out in the space enough to utilize them at their strength. If we decide that everyone start pulling guards and tackles around to catch blocks in the running game, this running game can go to another level. And the only thing that doesn't get them an A+ is that we didn't open up enough holes in the running game. But when you talk about the passing game, I got to give them an A because they technically didn't really give up no sacks yesterday. That was on more of we just didn't get the ball out of our hand and throw the ball away. Do the simple thing. Instead of running around playing backyard football, just throw the ball away. Let's let it play another down, right? Instead of taking the sacks. But overall, what I've seen, when we got our offensive line out in the screen game, you could see our offensive line was down the field, busting their butt, ready, looking at the chops to hit one of them DBs. And we wasn't afraid of nothing that Texas Tech had, we wasn't afraid of. It was just about us getting into a groove. And this offensive line started to get into the groove in the passing game. We just got to figure out how to get them in a groove in the running game. And that's what's going to open up more lanes for us to have bigger opportunities for us to bust a 20, 30, 45, 50-yard run. So Jordan Seaton, if he ain't in the conversation for like All-American first team, I don't know what else we talking about. Because I'm waiting for somebody to put something on tape to show me something different.
Right. According to the stats, they didn't give up no sacks. They didn't credit Colorado with no sacks, the offensive line.
Yeah, I mean we got credit. They get credit for sacks because Shador took a sack, but the line didn't give it up. I mean, if they give you 4, 5, 6 seconds to throw the ball and you ain't getting rid of it, come on, dog.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats now and said no sacks for the offensive line. But anyway, that was a good point. Look at that. You're watching Sports Talk with BWatts along with Rod the Man Media and Coach Dre. If y'all don't mind, hit the like button and subscribe to Rod the Man Media YouTube page and also on Sports Talk with BWatts. Y'all don't mind, go over there on Twitter, follow Rod the Man Media, Coach Dre, along with myself, and we appreciate you for doing that. All right, let's move along and check out, see what y'all think about the receiving course. Here goes some numbers, Coach Dre. I'm going to throw at you, and you can follow up on that. The receiving course, chat, y'all follow along too. Travis Hunter, 9 receptions, 99 yards, and 1 TD. Webster, he had 6 catches, 82 yards, and 1 TD. Will Shepard, 8 catches, 79 yards, and 1 TD. Who else on here? We got Small had 1 reception. Isaiah had 3. Miller had 1. And Darian Hayes had 2. So when you look at the wide receiver group, how they performed on yesterday, man, I'm telling you that Will Shepard went out there and caught one, boy. He caught one over there on that sideline, man. That was an amazing catch. And you look at the way LeJohntay is playing, boy, he was fired up on that sideline. He wanted the ball. When they gave it to him on that first touchdown, boy, I don't know how he stayed down on that sideline when he walked that sideline. So how has the wide receiver room performed to y'all on yesterday?
We get an A. When you want to win, you put them Florida boys in. We be ready to spin. All you got to do is get the ball in our hands. We're going to make it happen. We different. I've been telling you that from day one. But the biggest thing,
Georgia Tech put you in your play, but we're going to talk about it later. Come on with it.
But no, you got to give them an A. You got to give them an A. Right. And not just because of their catching. Their blocking was superb yesterday.
Yeah.
Their blocking was superb yesterday. On LeJohntay's touchdown, Travis Hunter almost just blocked 2 players. When Travis, and then he returned the favor when Travis scored his touchdown, he blocking. I saw Miller out there blocking, and then Will Shepard is Will Shepard. I don't know what people thinking that kid was all SEC. He was all SEC, guys. He is that guy. Like I say, the selflessness that these young men have. LeJounte was just he wants them boys to get going. It's not about what y'all saw on the sideline was not selfishness. He just said, hey guys, we got to get this thing going. Defense out there doing everything they can to keep us in the ball game. We going 3 and out. We can't do that. We got to get out here and sustain a drive. Hey, Shador, baby, look my way. I'm gonna be open. All receivers think they open, but LeJounte definitely think he open. And so yeah, I'm proud of those guys. Them guys get an A. But like I say, it's more for me with the great blocking that they did. And then like you say, Will Shepherd, he's a man amongst boys. He's a pro. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. And then to see the difference, again, I told y'all, didn't I tell y'all the tight end? Hey, using the tight end, my boy Smalls got him a catch. So it was a good all around ball game. You got Hodge in there, because of I think he played a lot more because of the injury to Jimmy. So we get to where we need to be, but they get an A from me. All around, they get an A from me.
And it's a A. I mean, it's just another day at the office. Multiple choice. Who you want? What selection do you want? A, B, C, or D? We can slice it and we can dice it any way you want it. With Jimmy not playing, it changes the way what we wanted to do yesterday, but we still accomplished a lot of things with him not playing. Because you got Isaiah out there who got opportunity to get some reps. He didn't get any catches yesterday, but he got opportunity to get valuable reps on the field. So you gotta give credit where credit's due there. But when it goes back to Will Shepherd, man, when everybody started hating on Will Shepherd and saying he wasn't this and saying he wasn't that, we try to tell you. Jay wouldn't listen to us, We try to tell you, we got depth in that room. You know what I'm saying? He's just showing you what we already knew. He just validating what we already knew. It's just y'all just starting to catch up to who Will Shepherd really is. Travis is Travis. He's just Mr. Reliable at the end of the day. Tay, he gonna be open. You can guarantee Tay and Travis gonna score every goddamn game. Because every game, Tay starting to find a touchdown. He's got 8 of them on the season, right? You can just book he get a touchdown. And that's just the way it is. So the reason why we wanted to get Jimmy in the game, because Jimmy's been the one that's been out of the game plan. So to get Jimmy back in the game plan, that's our guy. We rolling with Jimmy. I don't care what you're talking about, what you want to talk about, but we rolling with J5 all day long over here. But but we gonna get everything back in groove. We got another big task ahead, against Utah. Take care of business. But overall, the receiver room gets an A from me.
Okay, all right. If y'all in the chat, participate with me. What grade y'all want to get wide receivers? And once I get through with the defense side, talking with the guys, after I get to the last one, I think I got about 1, 2, 3, 4 more topics I want to talk about. You put a question in the comment section, and we're gonna get it over to the guys to see them and let them answer y'all questions. Trying to keep y'all involved while you're here. Appreciate everybody there on LinkedIn. I'm looking at you, but it's a lot of y'all over there. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody there on Twitter and also on my Facebook page. I appreciate each and one of you for doing that. Instagram, appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's shift this thing to the defensive side. Coach Dre, when you look at that defense, I'm telling you, we got the best defense in the country. I'm tired of talking about Big 12 in the country. Listen, on yesterday, Levante Bentley, 10 tackles, 7 solo, 3 assists. Arden Walker, 6 tackles, 1 solo. 6 solo, 1 assist. Kaya Hill Green, 9 tackles. Preston Hodge, 7 tackles. Block Bullet, 7. Shiloh, 6. DJ McKinnon, 4. And my man McNeil, 9. So when you look at that, it was some more on here. I just didn't read them all. But when you look at that defense, especially on the defensive line, we'll talk about the edge rusher next. On the defensive line, what did y'all see from the game on Saturday?
We get a.
Go ahead, Coach Jay.
Oh, we get an A+. We get an A+. I mean, what else could you ask those guys to do? What else could you ask those guys to do? The block bully did what he been doing all year long, being the anchor in there. the man in the double team, and McNeil was just kicking whoever you lined up in front of him. But he was getting back there so fast, he was scaring himself. He was getting back there so fast, he was scaring himself. Big Barnes got in there and did some things. I was proud for him. He almost got one the penalty. I was finna.
No, he bring that in. He intimidated them guys. D lured them on there.
Yeah, he almost intimidatingly got us a penalty, and I was finna call you on the telephone if he'd have got that penalty and throwing you something. Because I was like, look at I just told you not to tell him not to get no penalties. But
soon he did that. I think it was third down on fourth down. He came back out the next down. Boy, I didn't see him no more. I said, no. What? Go Ryan. I like your energy, boy. I ain't gonna let you lose that game for me. Go ahead.
So they get an A plus. And then them like you say, them edge rushers, A. That kid, A.
Oh, no, don't leave them alone. We're going there. That's the line. So on the inside, the interior, 95, all those guys that played in that interior, every time they got back there, they were doing something. So they get an A plus from me. Good job.
Hey, listen, I don't know what that ref said to Coach Prime. They ticked off the D line. But whatever that ref said to Coach Prime, that D line went to
I told you what he said.
That D line went to a different level. And McNeil was having a party in the backfield, like, hey, I'm here. Now you just got to break down, make some tackles, because you should have had like 5-6 tackles for loss.
Oh, he left by 4 on the field.
Yeah, you left money on the ground. But overall, our D line, when you look at the way BJ came out on the edge, the way Arden Walker was playing on the edge, and then you turn around and you bring in
no edge right now, just the interior.
Just interior. All right, I think the interior. But all right, so when you look at the way block bully just took on 2 blocks and left McNeil just like this in the backfield, like, hey, I'm here. What are you talking about? I'm here. You see me? All right, when we get on this play, I'll be back here again. Okay, you know what that play? I'll be back here again. And that's all you see them all day long, just with his hands in the backfield, like, oh, I'm here. Don't think I forgot about you. But the opportunity arose because we had less D tackles there yesterday. So opportunity was you got to go out there and perform, because you can't say, oh, you ain't got no opportunity. We didn't play with a lot of interior linemen yesterday. So everything was on you. So for you to go and see how they just amped it up and took it to another level, and to see like in the fourth quarter them jumping around like, hey, we here, we having a party. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. And you got everybody, you got the whole defense jumping around, flying around, and that's what you want to see. You could tell that this defense is getting more and more confidence. This interior line, and it started with the interior line, as we kept saying before. If the interior line picks it up, everybody else is gonna pick it up. When the block bully picks it up, it makes everybody else do their job. Because you can't say you got one-on-one matchup. There's no reason why you shouldn't win. It's on you now.
Yeah, you're right. Like I said, that defensive line was fired up. Now, just in case y'all missed that video, here we go. Right?
We standing on motherfucking business. We standing on business. Let's go. D on me. D on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Like I said, they had that defense ready to rock in the middle of a game. Because I'll tell you, man, like I said before Rod came, this is the stuff that Coach Prime was dealing with during the game, bro. I ain't never seen this, man.
Let's football. Hey, get the heck out of here.
Play smart. We ready to play smart. Let's play smart. Play smart.
Yeah, I ain't never seen Coach Prime that hot, boy. It's just like I was telling Coach Trey before you came on, Rod. I ain't never seen where you can let the people in the stands throw stuff at you during a game and them pick plays, bro. Man, like that was on a basketball court. But we're gonna move on. I'm gonna let that go to the edge rush. When you look at you said something?
No, I was finna say I don't know how Texas Tech didn't get a flag for much stuff that was thrown on the field. But go ahead.
Yeah, it didn't work. But so Coach Dre, when we look at the edge rushers, right? You look at BJ Green. BJ Green was out there, boy, driving up his draft stock to me. And also when you look at Arden Walker, the way he was playing, like you said, Keaton Wade and the way they were playing, them edge rushers look like Coach Brown pull them out the bag. Boy, I said, how many edge rushers he got? But they were flying over that field. So when they turn up, man, it's just amazing. I just love watching their defense. Like I say, that defense is a show all by themselves. So when y'all look at the defense, edge rusher wise, what do y'all think?
You see them head busters, you see them go getters, you see them guys that came to Colorado with a mission. I remember BJ when he first walked in and he talked to the team. He told you he was here about business. This was a business decision for him. I had to come somewhere where they could get me ready to get to where I want to go. And again, the kid has a purpose. You see his parents, you see his brothers and sisters. You see this young man has a purpose, and his purpose shows up. And again, ever since that young man looked himself in the mirror, he didn't blame nobody else. He didn't blame no coaches. He didn't blame the scheme. He didn't blame anything but himself. He said, once I look myself in the mirror and said, hey, I got to do better. Me. Ever since he did that, that kid's been out there unstoppable, can't be blocked, and bringing the party. Alden Walker has been lights out, which I've been telling these guys. The kid was just hurt. He just had to get healthy, get himself out there. But the kid that I told people about all spring is Keaton Wade. I told you the kid played in the SEC football when Kentucky was halfway decent. He was one of those guys who came in and could play. And there was no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I just don't know. I know he said he wants to be redshirted. I just don't know if we can. I just don't know if we can allow him to be redshirted. I think we need him in all of these games with what we've got going on. Because I don't think Hayes will be back this year. So you got Sam out there doing his thing. You got Alden Walker, Green, and himself. So I think them the four that we got. So I don't think that Wade's going to be able to redshirt like I think he was thinking about redshirting. But if he keep doing what he's doing, averaging the sacks he's averaging, he'll be just fine. His draft stock will be going up. He'll be that guy next year. I'm just proud of those guys. Those guys get an A+. But Green is the leader, and he's doing real well out there.
You sure is.
I mean, if you really break down this roster, I mean, really the only edge that we could possibly lose is Green. Everybody else can come back. Everybody on the defense, the edge room can come back next year. The only person we could technically lose is Green because Hayes had a surgery. So yeah, we could possibly have everybody back in this D-line room, which is going to go to another level next year. But what you seen yesterday is not only were we just getting after the quarterback, we were setting the edge where Brooks was having a problem because he couldn't get to the edge, he couldn't run inside. When we start playing like a little selfish in the fourth quarter, that's when he broke those runs because we got our gaps. But for the first 3 quarters, Brooks couldn't run nowhere because the edges was setting the edge. Like you couldn't go outside, you got to come inside. And when you gave us time, and when we got the lead, and you gave the line able to rush the quarterback, we went and got him. 7 sacks. What else could you ask for? Because who you gonna block? If you put your attention on BJ, guess what? Here come Arden Walker on the front side. You want to put on Arden Walker? Cool. Here come Wade on the back side. So any way you want to look at it, we was lining them up across the board. We just start putting our ears back and let's go get them. Let's go hunt. Let's start turning the hunt season. Who want it? And then you start turning to a competition of, oh, you got your stack. Now it's time for me to get mine. And you've seen how empty made the defense because they start celebrating even more. When one person got it, we all got it. It ain't just a one person thing. It's about us. Like, what? Hey, you got to go get yours now. I got mine. Go get yours. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure you get yours. So you've seen them playing within phases and just keep building on phases. So with this defensive end line up we got, man, we got a real possibility to bring everybody back next year outside of BJ Green.
Wow, they're gonna be even dangerous, man. Okay, let's go to my favorite group. Well, that linebacker group was hitting out there, y'all. They had some folks that had the medical tent. Them along with Shiloh, and we'll talk about him next. They were putting them shoulder pads on. When you look at the way Bentley was playing, I think he played one of the best games this year to me. And then Hill Green, you know you can count on him. That interception, that jump, man, them hands, that caught the ball in the midair, man. I said, wow. Boy,
Yeah.
so you look at the linebacker room, the way they played, what do y'all see?
Yeah. Just turn your TV down. Did you hear something? You heard something booming?
Huh? Yeah.
So you turn your TV down. Did you hear something booming?
Yeah, I thought.
Okay.
Had kind of here, boy.
I heard 41-20 coming through the door. Something was booming. I was just trying to make sure. Did you have the TV turned up or not? Because it don't matter if you got to turn down low. You gonna hear that boom every time they hit something. Because that's what they was doing yesterday. Every time Brooks got so tired, man. I'm tired of seeing these guys, man. Can y'all get them out the game, man? Please get them out the game. Because every time you come around, it's boom. Oh, what, man? Where you come from? Every time, but that's a test to our defensive line doing their job to let our linebackers play free and play behind the line of scrimmage and go take their head off. Because the way they played yesterday, if they play like that the rest of the season, man, hey, you don't want to play us. Now with our linebacker crew, you don't. Go ahead, Coach Jay.
Like a group in the country. Ain't that the Big 12? I don't know no linebackers better than you.
Listen. If they come out with the Buckets finalists list and Hill Green ain't on it, they gonna have a problem with me. That kid has done everything you've asked him to do, and every time that the hole opens and the running back thinks he's going somewhere, he stops them dead in his tracks. And when he hits them, they're going down. Like you say, this was the best game I've seen Bentley play since he's been at the University of Colorado. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. He was flying around. I think that toe has got a little more healthier because he looked a little more quicker than he had been looking in weeks. We have some real good linebackers, and that's a testament to another guy that people said couldn't coach. He can't coach linebackers. He don't know what he's doing. He just prime homeboy, and that's the only reason he on the coaching staff. Well, y'all just keep saying that, and we'll just keep showing you that he can coach. And it keeps showing up every week. Like you say, they get an A+. And then I remember last year people telling me, "Oh, Dre is this, is that." When your defensive line is not getting any push, and they getting pushed back in your lap, and I understand about the gap read and all this, that, and the other. You forget all about that when people in your lap. When you getting pushed back in, like the gaps don't even matter no more. I'm just trying to get away from this dude getting pushed back into me so I can go help my team make a tackle. This time last year, I think Shiloh was leading the team in tackles, right? So it comes down, all that stuff works together. When you see the defensive line, any game you can go to that we've played good like that, if you go look, the defensive line had a good game, the linebackers had an even better game. And that's just what it all came down to yesterday, is that our defensive line had a hell of a day, and our linebackers had a hell of a day as well. I'm proud of those guys, and I'm proud of those guys because they showed you that hard work pays off. That patience, the word me and Rob been using for the longest, that patience is a virtue. You just gotta keep working. Put your head down. Don't worry about what nobody else talking about. It doesn't concern you. I'm just gonna keep working and wait on my turn. And when my time is, and when my number is called, when they call my name, I'm gonna be ready. And that's all Hill Green has done. Bentley did the same thing. They brought in guys to replace Bentley. And all Bentley did was say, hey, no. You guys came in here, and I'm glad y'all my teammates, but I'm gonna stay on this football field, hurt and all. I still give my team the best option at linebacker to be. So you got to be happy with what you see from these guys, and also from that linebacking coaching. And that's not, and then you add on the guy that came in from Michigan to help. And again, you see these young linebackers still traveling. You see Goldberg still on this traveling squad. Another walk-on true freshman that's on these special teams, that's on this travel squad. Why? Because I came in, I put my nose to the grind, and I showed coach that I want to play. I didn't want to just come in here and just be a part of what. Oh, but y'all remember this was a reality show. This wasn't a football team. This was a reality show. We really kicking people butt this year. That's what we doing. That's all we doing. That's what we doing. We really kicking people butt this year. So yeah, I'm proud of those guys. They get an A+ from me.
All right, BWatts, let me answer this one question. So when Keaton Wade can play technically one more game, and he can still redshirt the year. You can play up to 4 games in the season. The bowl games don't count. So when we get to the conference championship, he can play in it, and any playoff game he can play in it, and it will not count towards the season. So it's only the regular season of 12 games. So I just want to clear that up for everybody that's in the chat that's watching. The question about Keaton Wade and him being at a redshirt. He can technically play in one more game, and that'll be 4. You can only play in 4 total regular season games to be able to redshirt. So he could technically redshirt, but he only can play in one more game.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah, well, I don't want him to do that. I need him to play in the next 3 games.
Well, we got Taj. We got Taj number 40. Let Taj get some of that action. Let Taj get some of that action.
I know we got Taj, but boy, the way Wade playing right now, I'm hard pressed to let him redshirt. I'm just being honest with you, bro. But I mean, it's their decision. I rock with whatever they decide, but it'd be hard pressed for me to redshirt that kid right now.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Ryan will do the right thing for the best betterment of the team and him. So I ain't got no problem with that. Hey, let's talk about the secondary, the cornerback and the safety position. What do y'all see?
We gonna get a B. We gave up some stuff that, again, I'm not blaming those guys for. When we were in that man, and that, like I say, I've never seen that before, BWatts. I promise you. And I've been around football a long time. I've never seen nobody be able to just go out there and just blatantly block somebody else so the other receiver can catch the football. I've just never seen it. Every time I've seen it, it's been called a penalty. I've just never seen that. So, but once we went to that zone, Preston Hodge made some great plays. The other reason that we're going to get a B is because DJ got the penalty. The same way I punished the defensive line that week where they almost had an A, I got to punish them because we was going to get off the field and DJ want to point at the man because he done locked him up and we got a 15-yard penalty. We can't afford that kind of stuff in the playoffs, in a Big 12 and trying to chase a Big 12 championship. Hey, we locked them down. Wow. We come back, celebrate with our teammates, but we can't afford to get a penalty because we want to point at somebody and all that kind of stuff. But besides that, all you haters been hating on my boy to the Big 2-1, the big CEO of the Headache Gang. Keep hating. Y'all just keep talking. You see that D on his jersey, it stands for dog, just in case you was waiting and didn't understand. Again, I told y'all he's a Brian Dawkins type of safety. Y'all go back and watch Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins didn't wrap up when he tackled. Brian Dawkins just hit people. You know where Brian Dawkins at? The Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame, just in case y'all wanted to know where he was at. That kid was coming down. He was making plays. Silman Craig, I told you I don't know why Coach Prime got that D on his jersey because he's the definition of dog to me. I thought he was going to get him another touchdown. I thought he was going to pick that thing up and go score when BJ Green made the kid fumble. I thought he was going to pick it up and score. But I like the way all those guys played. I like what I seen from Hood when Hood got in there. Again, we got a great rotation back there in that secondary. And then when you put in Stoudemire, he went in there and he laying the wood and he hitting kids. And his opportunity came, he was ready to go. So they get a B. They get a B for me. Like I say, it's because of the penalty and how we started off the beginning of the game. But they get a B from me.
Overall, I'm gonna give him a B. That penalty did knock that grade down. Just a little bit for me. Overall, I just think at the beginning of the game, us coming out playing man with the screenplays. I mean, we all know what it is. But the Big 12 overall officiating yesterday was it was all type of suspects. But we ain't got to get into all that. But overall, when you look at what we did yesterday at the secondary. The secondary did have 2 turnovers, right? Shiloh and Cam both had a fumble recovery, so they had 2 turnovers, right? We could have had 3 if we didn't make a knucklehead offsides penalty from the D line. But overall, you know, I got to give a B to the defensive backs. I think we had a solid day. Some things that we need to clean up in the secondary, but overall, you know, I would love to see Stoudemire get some more time in the secondary because we're gonna need them when it gets to the playoffs and when we get to the Big 12 championship and in the playoffs, we're gonna need Stoudemire. So as many secondary pieces that could play and we handle our work, that'll be the key to us for the rest of the season.
Okay, guys. Hey, if you're tuning in right now, I want to thank y'all for watching Sports Talk with BWatts along with Rod the Man Media and Coach Dre. If you have a question that you would like the panel to answer, drop it in the comment section below and we'll get it on the line as soon as you drop it. All right. All right, guys, let's round this thing off and end it with the coaching staff. Talk to me about the coaching staff. Whoever you want to talk about, talk to us about it and let the chat know what you think about the coaching staff and the job they have done so far up right now.
Well, hey, BWatts, let's hear what you got to say about the coaching staff, man. Because we always talking about, man, we need your input sometimes too, my brother.
Hey, I'm at the host. I'm gonna get mine tomorrow. Y'all tune in tomorrow. You gonna wait on? You might not want to hear what I got to say tomorrow. My thing is discipline thing. I can't blame it on the coaches. I'm serious. I know they teaching these guys everything they know about football, especially because they played in the NFL. But I just want them to work on the discipline in the game time. Them personal fouls and tunning and all that, acting like they ain't never been there before. But I ain't got no complaint about the coaching staff. Coaching staff been good. I like when Coach Prime interfere and he sees something. He don't wait on his coordinator, said, no, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. And I like the way he was using his time out yesterday. Coach Prime doing a hell of a job, man. And you got to I know even me, I'm trying to give the defensive coordinator all the credit. No, bro, it's that whole defensive coaching staff. They wasn't making that defense wrong. And the player respect them guys, man. They don't want to let them down. They out there putting in that work in for them. Like you said, Rod, they showing it on the video. They showing them. I mean, Coach Dre. Hey, no, Coach D. Lewis, he let them have it, boy. X-rated, all kind of rated. You don't know what's going to come out of his mouth. And them guys relate to that kind of talk. I'm telling you, man. So, to me, I give him an A+. I think he got the best coaching staff in college football. I just really do. I keep saying, I hear everybody say they just want to win a bowl game. No, bro. That was last year. That 6-6 and 7-5, that's last year team. My flow is 10-2. I don't see no team right now can beat Colorado. I know you can lose any time, Coach Dre, because that's football, it's competition. But right now, you look at the way Georgia playing, who say Colorado can't beat them on the neutral side? The way Ohio State playing, the quarterback ain't better than you. When you look at Oregon ain't played nobody. They just rolling along. Ain't played nobody. So I don't see no team right now that can beat Colorado. Now they can because it's college football and competition. But I wouldn't be scared going into the game. I say, oh, man, I don't know why they finna play their team. But right now, Coach Prime and that coaching staff, they got this team headed in the right direction. Go ahead, Coach Dre.
I mean, I told you guys from the giddy up. I think me and Rob said this a little bit last year, and we just kept our mouth shut because it ain't for everybody, you know, to know. But we just knew what was coming. We knew that everything it doesn't seem the same as last year. You look at that coaching staff last year, and you look at the coaching staff this year. It's a big difference. And the difference I told y'all is it's guys that want to be there, and they don't care about the spotlight, and they don't care about the glitz and glamour. They care about Coach Prime and his legacy. They care about those young men, and they're all on one accord on what they need to do to make things happen. This is the best coaching staff I've seen. They love one another. They love these kids, and they're all one family. And what you see is young men. You see adults leading young men. I tell y'all all the time, we can't ask these young folks to do stuff that grown folks ain't doing. And so these men are leading these men the way they want these young men to grow up. This the best coaching staff around. Pat Shermer's been around the NFL, coached some great quarterbacks. He has the mindset. I have absolute trust in him. I heard people last year tell me that that our running back coach didn't know what he was doing. He was dumb. He couldn't. Well, okay, you keep saying that. He's only there because he coached prime homeboy. Well, okay. All we doing is just producing good running backs and good running games and stuff like that. Phil Lohos is a man amongst boys. He's going to be considered probably one of the best offensive line coaches around, if not right now, especially within the next few years. People going to want to know what he's doing, because what he's doing right now he has 2 true freshmen. The biggest name in college football and a kid that you thought was just riding the other one's coattail, starting for a team that's 7-2 and that has a chance to win the Big 12 championship. The wide receiver coach Phillips, he's a guy and he demands respect. But again, it goes back to the reason I love him, because he coached like I coach. It ain't about the catching the ball and this, that, and the other. Do you work hard when you're not getting the ball? Do you run hard routes when you know you're not getting the ball when it's a run play? Can I look out there and see the difference in everything that you have going on? And then, for Coach Bartoloni to take, people think it was a demotion, but you see the difference in the tight end play this year, and that's no difference. That's no disrespect to Coach Brew, because Coach Brew, my guy. I know Coach Brew personally. My guy. He was down here in Florida. That's my guy. But for him to go from the receiver coach to the tight ends coach and those guys, and what he did with 2 guys, he has 2 guys over there that came from the defensive side of the ball that are now the 2 guys that are prominently playing at tight end for Colorado right now. So you got to be good. And then what can you not say about this defensive staff? We already talked about them. But the biggest thing, the reason why Coach Livingston is the best defensive coordinator in the country, again, I will say this. He has not one guy that he brought in with him. All of those coaches were in place when he got hired. And he came in here, he put together a scheme with the guys that were already there. And it looks like these guys have been coaching together for years. And that is a testament to Rob Livingston not having an ego, not having a beat my chest type of mentality. What I call Rob Livingston doesn't have the drum major instinct. Dr. King called it the drum major instinct. He doesn't have to be out there leading the band every day. I know what I got with me. I got a guy like D. Lewis and Sapp that can get these guys going at any moment and gonna be blood raw. And then I'm gonna get in here and say my piece and talk about the money on the floor and stuff like that. So this is one of the greatest coaching staffs I've seen, assembling of young men that want the best for young men. So I'm so proud of Coach Brown. I'm happy for him, and I'm happy that he's having the success, because now college football is in a world of trouble. College football is in a world of trouble. Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Mr. Oregon, with all your big talk, all y'all in a lot of trouble, because this was the one thing that was missing. So now what you gonna say when recruits come in there and say, Coach, why shouldn't I go to Colorado? They got everything you got. They got all the uniforms, they got the money, they got this, that, and the other. You can't say, oh, he ain't gonna win no big games. Oh, you ain't gonna never play no championships. Oh yeah, now what you gonna say? Now all you can do is sit there on your hands. All you can do is sit there with your mouth shut. So, we just shutting people. Like I told you, you don't have to be the loudest person in the room to be the person that everybody want to come see. That's always been my motto. If you go somewhere with me, you might not even know I'm in the room. But you can believe that before I leave, the whole world gonna know I was there. But you might not have even knew I snuck in the back door. Go ahead, Rob.
Hold on, Rob, before you go. We're gonna end that with Coach Dre. Let me get these questions now. All right, start out, Rob. Mr. Collins said, "Great show. What are your guys' thoughts on Travis not being tried on defense? Has he put the NCAA on notice? Oh, he been tried. He was tried yesterday. That just blowed the whistle there. He caught that interception.
No, I mean
Yeah.
when you look at Travis Hunter, everybody's game plan is not to throw at Travis Hunter, which is kind of retarded because what you're honestly doing is you honestly helping Travis play longer in the game. Because you're not really wearing Travis down on defense because you're not going at Travis. And a lot of people game plan is to use whoever Travis got as just to run him off or run him out the play. And in reality, all you're doing is helping us because Travis is in the best shape of anybody that you got on your team. I don't care what you're talking about, how you want to feel about it. Travis is in the most shape and are in better shape than anybody you got on your roster. And then you talk about going and playing elevation and playing at Colorado, good luck. So you actually help not going at Travis throughout the game. So it's not that he put NCAA on notice because everybody know that. But that's what it is.
I got cut friend. You threw Rob. My bad. I mean,
yeah.
All right. We got about 14, 13 more minutes. Check this out. Coach Ray, this one for you. Rob, get next. What does CU need to do to get in the frame of mindset finishes the game? I guess you're talking about discipline and everything.
You just gotta stay stay focused. I think if you kind of look, they started trying to rotate some guys in. I think trying to get some guys some playing time when I think they thought the game was where they wanted it. But we got to go ahead and we got to end people. You got to have that killer instinct. I call it the Michael Jordan instinct. Michael Jordan wanted to kill you every time Michael Jordan wanted to beat you at throwing nickels. So we just got to get that kind of killer instinct. Prime wasn't happy with the way we finished, so we just got to get that killer instinct. Go ahead and finish people, and then we can get those guys in. I think they were trying to get some other guys a little playing time, not making excuses for the sloppy play that we did at the end. But I think that's what it is. But we just got to get that killer instinct. That's all.
All right, that's me on you, Rob. Juju Lewis been crystal ball to Colorado by 247 Sport. What's your thought on that?
That is true. As you're going to see over the next couple of days, everybody's going to try to crystal ball Juju Lewis to the University of Colorado, just due to the fact that he didn't go to his visit to Indiana, and USC had another quarterback on campus this past weekend. So you're going to start to see everybody starting to finally come around that Juju's coming to Colorado. That's just what it is.
Okay. All right. Check this out. Going into the next game against Utah, what's your expectation of that? Playing against Utah, Coach Dre?
I don't know yet. I want to see what's going to happen during the week. I think Utah now is out of contention for the Big 12 after that loss to BYU. They got a couple of guys on that team that are slated to be NFL selections. So I want to see if some of those guys are going to start shutting it down. But if they don't, I think you're going to get the best day that they have. You saw what they did with BYU last week. They gave them everything they had. I thought they were going to get the W. They fell a little short. So we're going to see what this week brings Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to see what it's going to look like against Utah, because, again, they got some guys over there that have NFL aspirations, and their season is pretty much over in 2 weeks. And some of those guys might start shutting it down and start, looking out for themselves, don't want to get hurt, don't want to get injured and stuff like that. So we might not get the best of Utah that we might have thought. But if everybody stays healthy, we going, like I say, but you prepare like it's the Super. You prepare. Every game is every team is good. Nobody you can take nobody for granted. You can not think about the logistics. Let me answer a question. Someone asked, was I gonna make a game this year? I probably won't, guys. We're in the playoffs right now. Coach locked in. That's why you don't see Coach on a lot of shows and stuff. We locked in. We made the playoffs. I got a chance to make a run at a ring. So that's what my mind on is, trying to focus on my guys and get us to a state championship. But I'll be right here rooting us on from the house. And Rob, and don't worry, Rob will be there for us. So long as Rob, I'm there. So we good.
Hey, listen, Coach Coach Ray gonna make it to the game. Y'all just be patient. Y'all might have to go to a bowl game or something to see him, but he gonna get there, y'all.
Yeah, but so Rob, tell us about Utah. What you think about Utah? What we need to look for?
The most interesting thing with Utah is that this is the first home game Colorado is going to have as a day game in Colorado. So, how different are we going to play? Being that this is the first day game, but it's not a night game. Our team should be more. We should be more fired up. That it's a day game in Colorado. Big Noon will be there. So some special guests will be there. But when you look at Utah, what quarterback are they going to start at quarterback? Are they going to start Wilson, or are they going to start the previous quarterback they just started against BYU? What did that look like? So it's really, to be honest, because now that they're out of contention for the Big 12 and they don't technically have no way to get into the championship game, how many of their kids that is actually going to play in this game? How much does it mean something to them? Because some of these players might shut it down and transfer, or be looking ready for next year in red shirt or different type of things, because they put everything into that BYU game to keep all hope alive. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what this BYU team looks like. I mean, this Utah team looks like, just off the simple fact of the way, how much emotion do they put into that BYU game, and the way that game ended and everything. It's going to be super, super interesting to see. It's hard to say what this team will look like, because right now we don't even know who's going to play in this game.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, let's switch over. Talk about the NFL. Man, what's going on with the New York Jets, Coach Ray? Man, they got blown out the Arizona Cardinals, bro.
No, it's not that. It's the mantra that what we don't want to see in college football is they let Aaron Rodgers come in there and take over their whole team, and he had more power than the head football coach. And when you do that and it doesn't go right, it ruins your football team. They did everything Aaron Rodgers wanted. He wanted this player, they went and got him. He wanted this. He wanted Devontae Adams. He wanted everything that Aaron Rodgers wanted, they went and got. And they didn't listen to nobody else or what nobody else was saying. And now this is the results. When you don't let these coaches be coaches, you have to hold the one thing I know about Deion Sanders is he holds Travis and Shador them to and seeing all them to a higher standard, because they know he knows they are the people that everybody's looking at. So you haven't seen, he hollers at Shador, he hollers at Travis. They're not running the University of Colorado football team. Aaron Rodgers is running the New York Jets. He the head coach, he the general manager, he the president of player personnel, he everything. And now it's falling apart, and they have no one to blame but Aaron Rodgers, bro. Nobody to blame but Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Rob, what you think about Ohio State versus Indiana in the Big Ten?
We can listen. This game is for playoff seeding. That's just a flat out matter what this game is. The team that needs to win is Ohio State. To be honest with you, because if Ohio State doesn't win, that's going to change a lot of things about this playoff picture. And Indiana does not have a ranked team that they beat this year. They don't have a quality win. So that's going to be the key between this game, and why this game is so important for Indiana is because they don't have a quality win. So you go out and beat Ohio State. Now the question to the committee is, do you take Ohio State or do you keep them in? Because they finna have a real legit question with Bama and Georgia here in a minute. And they finna have a real question if you're gonna keep Bama or Georgia out of the playoffs. And we gotta talk about that.
Oh, they're gonna keep Bama in now. You ain't gotta worry about that. They're gonna keep them in. Yeah, they're gonna keep them in.
Right? I don't know.
Bama 10. Now I think this was the last real test they had. Bama 10-2, they getting in.
They getting
10
in,
and
bro.
2. Bama 10 and 2. They getting in.
Georgia got to play Tennessee this weekend.
Yeah, now Georgia, now that's a different animal. But Alabama, I don't think Alabama plays nobody else that's gonna push them. A 10 and 2 Alabama team gets in.
They still got their little egg bowl. You know, they got to play Auburn. And you know how they go. Auburn in Alabama. Hey, throw the niggas out the window.
Hey, listen. Yeah. If Alabama play like they played last night, they might put up 50 on Auburn.
Yeah, if that's the question, we don't know which Alabama will go up.
That's true. That's true. I give you that.
That's wild. There you go, Dre.
Yeah, I just again, y'all. But again, fellas, this is the thing we got to play out that we just talked about. It's kids on Auburn team that want to leave. You got to put your name in the portal.
Yeah.
So is you even hanging around for that? Like I say, some of these you gonna have to push some of these rivalry games up to get what you really want, because with this portal window being so short, some of these kids want to leave.
What I mean, we didn't even talk about the coaching staff that's getting fired right now. I mean, Florida State, they just fired. They just fired everybody in the building outside of the head coach.
Good job. The head coach hear that name down there. Dion.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere.
I didn't say he was going. I said, head coach, Coach Dre. Here, Coach Prime name down there.
When you do stuff again, when you do stuff like they just did, which was fire just about everybody but the head coach, what they're doing is they're saying that they're giving this like this your last little your last warning. Now what it is it's gonna be other coaches that doing that. Now this is just coming from a coaching standpoint, and y'all gotta understand this also is giving coaches a chance to get other jobs. They can go interview for other jobs and stuff like that. So it was kind of, them letting these guys go, because instead of waiting till the end of the year and letting them go, and then maybe some of these jobs be dried up. He gonna have to go get him a great coaching staff. Even down here, they gave Billy, the seal of approval that they gonna bring him back for next year. I don't know why, but they did. The biggest reason, one of the biggest reasons is DJ Lagway loves this guy. He really does, guys. I'm here. He loves Billy Napier, and he straight up told him, if Billy's not here, I'm getting in the transfer portal. He told him, if Billy's not the head coach, I'm getting in the transfer portal. So but that's what you're gonna see. So I with that Alabama, like same thing with Georgia Tech. If we not in the contention for the ACC championship, some of these kids might start shutting it down, guys. They really might start shutting it down. Or if you want to,
and it's a question. Miami might not make the championship game.
No, they gonna make it.
Got 2 minutes, guy. Rod, take care of that question. What's on from Blessing budget?
How many players to get drafted off this year's team? You got I'll say BJ. Shiloh's gonna get drafted. Shador, Travis, Willa get drafted. Anywhere between six to 7.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, all right, Coach Ray, here go one for you right here. I'm trying to get them in, y'all, fast as I can. Do you see Philip Duke impacting the CU recruiting class?
Yes,
yes,
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, that's big. That's big. That's big. Shout out to Dukes. Oh, that's big, man. He down there in that Atlanta area, hotbed for college recruits in the state of Georgia. And when you got a guy like Dukes in your corner now who can talk to kids, and he's in the inner city and he knows the interworkings and this, that, and the third, that's again, college recruiting ain't nothing but relationships, guys. And right now with Prime aligning himself with my guy Dukes, that's a big edge for us in the recruiting game. So yes, I feel like we'll be getting some more guys out of the state of Georgia, no doubt.
Watch out for the state of Georgia. Said watch out for the state of Georgia and recruiting. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man, they the little time they did last year, they're gonna boy. Yeah, it's gonna be Kirby's gonna be hurt.
And don't forget, we got the greatest other recruiter down there, Pastor E. Dewey Smith. We got with Pastor down there doing his thing and getting those guys. So that's just a blessing for us, the University of Colorado.
We got another guy down there. We work in the state of Georgia right now.
All right, guys. Hey guys, want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. That's the end of the show. I appreciate each and one of you for being present tonight and participating in the chat. If you don't mind, hit the like button and hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever we go on there. Also go down Raw the Man Media, subscribe to his channel, follow me on X, Instagram, and any other outlet that he have going on over there. Also, don't forget to follow Coach Dre on X and Instagram. Also, we appreciate each and one of you for doing that. All right, Coach Dre and Rob, that's the end of the show. Y'all give us the final thoughts, and we out of here. Go ahead, Rob. Start it up.
I appreciate everybody for supporting us, showing up. All we ask is y'all to hit the like button, share the live, watch it on replay, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. So when we go live, y'all see us. We here every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So, man, y'all don't want to miss this. Y'all never know who's going to come on. We do have special guests, but, hey, it is what it is. But y'all get to come see us and have this great, wonderful show that BWatts produces on this Sunday. We just here having a good time with some great guys. So, man, thank y'all for tuning in.
As always, man, I want to give my guys their flowers. BWatts, I appreciate you having us on every Sunday, man. We were just some guys trying to help out another brother that we saw doing good content and being positive. So for us to be going, about 4-5 months strong, showing that you can do this thing together as a group with our clientele of brothers, which is my Uncle Steve, Greg Said It, and JR Boxing. Shout out to those other great other content creative, Dino, Dev, my guy Big LT, all them guys over there, man, who always rocking with us, and to those ladies that be rocking, that's been down with us from day one. I seen T in here. I seen a few other ladies that's been rocking with us since day one. We appreciate that, man. Like I tell y'all, I'm just a nobody trying to bless somebody. If you tune in here, we just trying to put a smile on your face, trying to make you think positive of yourself, because believe it or not, you have a purpose in life. You are somebody. You can be anything you want to be if you put your mind to it. Trouble don't last always. I know with some people in our families that's going through some tough times right now. We send our prayers out to you, blessings out to you. If you need us to stand in the gap for you, you just let us know, and we'll be there at a moment's notice. And as I always say, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Dre. That is my brother, Rob the Man. That's my brother, BWatts. Hey, we'll see y'all next Sunday.
Appreciate it, fellas. Y'all have a good night and a good week, bro. All right. Hey, bro, I'll see you out there in Colorado Saturday, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach Ray, be blessed, man. Hey, just want to say a special thank once again to everybody. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Sports Talk with BWatts, along with Raw the Man Media and Coach Dre on this Sunday night. We come to you every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget, on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, if you're not doing anything, come back and I'm going to give you my top 8 players that had an excellent game against Texas Tech. And on Tuesday night, you already know, Mr. Steve Woodland will be with me. Once again, thank you, bless you, and may God continue to bless you as well, your entire family. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts, and I appreciate you for tuning in tonight. God bless.
We good. I'm telling you, we good. We built for this. Let's go, dominate. I'm
I do this shit. We just getting started. I thought you were big players make big plays in the big game. Great block, Travis. Great block, baby. Great block. That's all we gotta do, man. We in the groove.
We standing on motherfucking business. We standing on business. Let's go. D on me. D on 3. 1, 2, 3.
What it shows is that we don't care about if you're a 5-star, 4-star, or walk-on, which he was. And he's out there playing a valuable time, not garbage time. He's out there playing and putting in some real production for us. So I'm proud of Cash. She's one of my favorites as well.
That's football. That's football. Hey, get the heck out of here.
Play smart. We ready to play smart. Let's play smart. Let's play smart.
2nd and 19, Travis Hunter. Tunneling through. Hunter has goal line. Touchdown.
That's why I keep telling y'all about Colorado defense. They got different characters on this team, and that's why they are must-see TV.